So we're gonna start at the shopping center, and you can tell right away. Good boy. He's already a little bit more excited with everything that's going on. So we're just gonna be patient, make sure that he doesn't pull. If he does get too far ahead, we're just gonna redirect him back to us. Yes, good boy. This way. Gonna start on a longer lead, and then shorten as necessary. Yes, good boy. Up. Good boy. Right. Yes. This way. And our goal is to try to keep Leash nice and loose, but as soon as it does get tight, we need to make sure that there's that correction. Good boy. Yes. We don't want him to get used to pulling on this, right? We want it to have that impact that we need with less effort. We want to be consistent. That's the only way it'll help him to kind of pick these things up faster. We'll go around here to make sure he's not getting into anything he shouldn't be. Just smelling stuff. Alright, I'm just going to add some leash pressure and go in this way. And then loose. Tight. This way. Good boy. Loose. This way, Tucker. Good boy. Want to offer guidance so that way the leash doesn't always have to do the work. And then if he does get too far ahead, good boy. Back here. Yes, good boy. Good boy. If he does get too far ahead, we're going to let him know and reward him for coming back and staying with us, as opposed to completely forgetting about us, getting too far ahead and pulling. Okay. And it's going to be a tough ask right now just because he has so many smells. It's going to be a really exciting place, but we want to try to set that precedence, keep everything consistent, right? He's doing really well so far. He still gets to smell. We are traveling in the direction that we want to go, and he's not pulling. Okay, there, he hit the end of it. Yes, back. Good boy. Good boy. Right. So we have people taking up the entire sidewalk there. So what we're going to do is just have him wait with us over here. Good boy, wait. Wait. Good boy, good wait. Hi. Good. Yes, good boy. With me? Try to get him used to coming all the way back and getting treats in that heel position. So here he's starting to pull. No. Come. Good boy. Alright. He knows that he's not allowed to pull, so we want to make sure it's very clear that he's not allowed to pull. Boy. Easy. Yes. Good boy, Tucker. No. Yes. Good boy. Come. offering him guidance, the no, the yes, praise, marking it when he is doing the right thing. It's going to be really important because he's not checking in because he's too busy following his nose. So we need to try to give him as much feedback as we can. Right now it's going to be mostly just through the leash and through verbals because his focus isn't up here. That's okay. When we'll be walking our dogs, for the most part, we won't just be staring at them either. Just want to have those lines of communication still clear that if he feels the tug on a leash or if he hears my voice, he has to re-acknowledge. So right here, good boy. Yes. Especially since it's a lot going on. I want him to go ahead and explore and smell. He's allowed to do so long as he goes the same direction as me and doesn't add tension onto the leash. Good boy. I want him to get used to being able to smell what's around him as opposed to constantly going towards things that he's not able to. Good boy. Easy. Tucker. Yes. Good job. Good boy. Tucker. Good boy. Not sure what the smoking pole is.
For Sears?
It's okay, big guy. I can give him a chance to see if he wants to get used to it. Just he's gonna go around it for now. Now he's extra skittish. Hi, how you doing?
Good.
Ew, somebody had a good boy. It's okay. Somebody had a
Yes.
well.
I saw him in. Or when I came in.
Let's hope he's not gonna get interested in that. Come on, big guy. Let's go this way. Good boy. Good.
Oh, okay.
Hi, how you doing? Is it okay if he says hi? Oh, okay. You pups. Come on, bud. Come on. You're making it hard for Dad to shop. Come on. This way, big guy. Good boy. Yeah. There you go. Good. Good. Right? Yeah. So that was one of those cases where obviously it kind of happened suddenly around the corner. The other parent didn't seem too interested, so just wanted to try to disengage as soon as possible. Yes, good boy. This way. Yes, good boy. This way. No. The same rules apply in here as they do out there. He's allowed to smell, but he's not allowed to pull towards anything. The reason why I pulled up that time is to help him get his nose as far away from that scent as possible to help break the fixation and back up onto me. Yes, good boy. This way. Right? So once again, as soon as he starts to pull, just give him that swift correction, good boy. Then as soon as he refocuses and stops pulling, the leash goes back to being loose. We give him that praise, and we keep going on. Good boy. We want to try, good boy. We want to try to keep any corrections that we have to give as swift and as sharp as possible in timing for the best impact. It doesn't have to be forceful, but it has to happen right away as soon as that pulling begins, right? If he starts to hard stick like he did to a scent there and starts to pull against it, that's the exact behavior that we want to prevent him conditioning himself to again. So really pulling him back. So here, probably sees the pups. Yep, good boy. Tucker. Yes, good boy. Very good. Much better. Yes, good job. Okay, there's going to be people and pups down here. Tucker. Yes, good boy. Good boy, yes, this way. Very good. Good job. That was good considering the fact that there were people and a pup there. Good job. Good boy. Alright. Good boy. Tucker. Tucker. Good boy. Oh, hi. Hey, how's it going? Is it okay if he says hi?
Yeah, she's friendly.
He's a little too friendly. Take it easy, big guy. She don't know you. There you go. All right. She's cute. Come on, big guy. Gotta go. Come on. Go for it. Come. Come. Good. Come. Good. There you go. Come. Right. So you saw there what I did to help relieve tension and then make impact again was to push the leash towards him so that way there was slack and then pull back really quickly so that way it was more of that sudden force as opposed to a long drawn out consistent force that he's used to pulling against. Right? It was a pup and he has the hardest time breaking his tension away from dogs, but that was only 2 or 3 pulls, so not too bad. Same here with people. Yes, good boy. Good. I know. Come on, this way. This way. Good boy. Okay, so just making some directional changes for him to follow with the leash pressure. Good boy. Good. Yes, good boy. So as soon as he starts pulling, gets excited, I'm just gonna pause for a moment, make him recognize that pressure and redirect his focus and stop. Yes, good boy. Good job. Very good. Good. Gonna go ahead and pause for a moment so I can readjust his collar and leash. Good boy, but he's doing really good so far. Okay. Good boy. Up, up. Hi, how you doing? There we go. This way, big guy. Good boy. These are the big tennis balls we get from Five Below. Gonna go ahead and make a couple turns. Boy. One more. Yes, good boy. All right. Pause here and let everybody pass. Good boy. Good job. This way. Good. Good boy. So we want the slip lead to be snug so it doesn't slip down. At the same time, we want to make sure that it's not too tight. So that way when there isn't any tension and it is loose, it has some space to kind of ease up on him. We also want some of that additional slack to help with correcting him too, or for him correcting himself as well. As soon as he starts to go too far forward, starts pulling on it, it'll eat up all that extra slack. Okay. So now that there aren't so many people around, I'm gonna go ahead and give him some more leash, but the same rules still apply. To allow the smell, the leash has to be nice and loose, and he has to respond to leash pressure. Gonna do a couple turns here just to get him adjusted here to me. Good boy. Yes. Very good. Good boy. Very good. Yes. Good boy. Very good. Right? And this is the perks of when he's actually able to focus when there's either not too much going on around him in terms of distraction, or if he's not too excited because of a dog or something that he's trying to go after. If he's able to focus, then he doesn't need any pressure, right? Because he's able to recognize when we turn, good boy, by just paying attention and following us. Can also turn into him to help out as well. Good boy. This will be a good warm-up, and try again at downtown Fredericksburg tomorrow morning. But he seems to be responding pretty well. Definitely still needs a little bit of help when he does get excited, especially with other pups, but outside of that, he's been doing great. And with him being a puppy and being friendly, it's going to be expected that he wants to go and meet them and play. We want to help build discipline and have him wait and ask us first before just rushing off towards them, though. Some pups may want to meet him and are friendly, but some other pups or their owners don't want him to meet. So we actually need that time for him to sit down and focus on us and wait, so that way we can usually ask the person first if it's okay if our pups can meet. Good boy. Usually some pretty good foot traffic of people coming and going. Wait, bud. Good boy. Yes. Good. All right, there we go. I just needed a little marker there. I'm just gonna go back and forth a couple times. Good boy. Keep a nice loose leash. Got people walking around us. Good boy, yes. Yes, good job. Hi, how you doing? Good boy. This way, big guy. Good job. Yes, good boy. Very good. Good. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for them to be interested in seeing other people, but then redirecting back to us and not just pulling towards everything that he's interested in. And that car made a U-turn, so I'm going to pause this real quick. Good boy. All right, there we go. Hi. Come here, Tucker. Good boy. Wait. Good boy. Good wait. Much better. All right. We'll start heading back. Good boy. Sorry. There you go. Good boy. There you go. Not enough room and time for us both to go around, so just did a little bit of leash pressure there to keep him from just running straight into her. Boy. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. They're on the phone. Yes, good job. That was really good, because a lot of times there's a myth that goes around saying that you can't control the dog if they're in front of you, and that was a good example of him checking back in even though I was behind him to make sure he was going the right way and not going towards the people. Yes, good job, right? Gave a little bit of leash pressure to the right. I don't think you're allowed in there, big guy. Giving him some time to just check everything out. he tries to go in, I'll give him some pressure. There you go. Good job. Hi. So I'm gonna guide him to the left. Hi, how you doing? Good boy. Yes, good job. So you recognize the leash pressure there, and then I was going towards the right. I'm gonna pay him for that. And there's gonna be times when we can use his name to get his attention to help him out, and there's gonna be times when I want to just practice, especially now with the leash pressure. So right there, good boy. We don't always want to be tugging and pulling him wherever we want him to go, but every now and then giving little bits of input through the leash can be very helpful. And as soon as he responds positively to that, we release the pressure. Good boy. So now we're actually using the leash as a communication device as opposed to just something that holds him back from whatever he's interested in. Good boy. What do you think, bud? Yes, good job. Slowed down there as soon as he hit the end of the lead. So a little excited. Go. And gets to the point too where instead of constantly trying to micromanage him and tell him where to go and what to do, the leash pressure will happen naturally also if you just go the other way, just like that. All right. Just like this. Good boy. Right? So you don't have to do as much inputting and tugging and everything as you would think, so long as you're guiding him to where you want to go. Or if I wanted to stop and he's still excited to follow them, he sees there that the pressure meant that I was going to stay in the same spot. Hi, how you doing? Good boy. Now we're going to start walking backwards. Good boy. Yes. Okay. And we'll start going again. Okay. Good. Started going too fast, went up too far ahead. Gave a slight correction, pulling him back in. Same thing there. Good boy. Now if he starts getting into that habit again of going too fast, too far forward, I'm going to take a moment. Good boy. Help recondition him back into focusing on me by changing directions. Good boy. Rewarding him. And we'll try again. Slight pressure there to get him away from that. Slight pressure there to get him away from that. Good boy. It's going to be very important when you're working on training him to walk well, that is the most important thing on your walk, is the training him. You know, whether you might have to take an extended time to get to where you want to go. Good boy, right? Or if you might have to slow things down, do a couple practice turns. That's going to be what's the most important during those moments, is just not allowing him to develop any bad behaviors and trying to stay consistent with what you want him to do. Right? So he was starting to pull there because he found some stents on the floor. So just gave a quick correction with the lead. Hi, how you doing? Good boy. Yes. Good job. You ready? Good boy. All right. Good. Our friend with the red truck is back, so I'm just gonna pause this real quick. All right, so they're just doing laps with music up really loud, so I just had to pause again there. So he sees the little girl and is very excited, right? Hi, how you doing? So I'm gonna hold here. If he does any more pulling, I'll correct him. Good job, but he did the correcting himself there, right? Yes, good job. Good boy. Good, even better this time. Tucker. Yes, good job. And every now and then, I said, there's nothing wrong with using verbals to get his attention. You just want to be very mindful to what you're practicing, right? Whether you're practicing the leash pressure or his verbal response. Good boy, or his focus. Before, you generally don't want to tug while giving a, oh, hello. He didn't see him. They're that way, bud. That way. He still doesn't see. But before, you generally don't want to try to give him a command and leash pressure at the same time, unless it's like a weight and you're kind of catching up from behind, so you need that additional reinforcement, right? You usually want to give a command like wait, see if he complies, give him an opportunity, and then if he doesn't, help remind him with the leash pressure, and then check it to relieve the leash pressure to see if he's actually holding and waiting on his own, or if you're just holding him back the whole time, right? Okay, so I'm gonna keep walking forward here. Good boy. So the leash naturally created a boundary. He couldn't get any closer to the doors there. I'm gonna do a U-turn, Tucker. Very good, good boy. Right, I'm gonna give him a chance to respond and do the correct thing. But I already also started moving. So if he didn't hear his name or he didn't respond to it, the leash pressure would have kicked in as well. So here's just leash pressure. I know, bud. Good boy, this way. Good job. Good boy. Your turn. Very good. Good boy. Stop. Oh, good boy. Focus is going to be king. And you're not going to be able to get 100% focus all the time with a new puppy in an exciting environment. Not without doing things to any sort of extremes. It'll come over time as you keep working with him and he gets either desensitized to the environment or builds that discipline to focus and maintain focus on you. But especially in the beginning, we just want to keep things very simple and very consistent for him as much as possible, so that way he gets those beginning concepts faster. So he gets to walk when the leash is nice and loose. He has to stop and pay attention. Good boy. When there's tension on the leash. Good job. Oh. Just teaching him good leash manners. After he gets really good with this and better at either maintaining focus or following us or both, then we can start graduating into closer heel work. Start with short periods at a time and then graduate for longer and longer periods, teaching him to heel and then teaching him to break. So that way he knows that he has to continue healing until he gets that break command. For now, just want him to learn to walk nicely on a loose leash and recognize leash pressure. Yes, I know, we had to wait. There's somebody coming through. He is very excited to meet people. Waiting is definitely not one of the things that Tucker here likes to do. So we have to understand that. You know, it'll take him some time to build that patience. Good boy. Good boy. All right. Leash pressure. Yes. Good job. And sit. Good job, Mr. Tucker.